There was, there have been plenty of moments. I think the earliest one that I can remember, which was stuck in my mind for a long time, was, Peter, my cousin, and I were on a sea bike in Arles. Prince William has finally revealed the contents of Queen Elizabeth II's last will, causing everyone in Buckingham Palace to tremble. As they all gathered to hear the reading, they were stunned to discover the late Queen's unbelievable final wishes. Join us as we explore the content of the will and why Prince William was chosen to read it. Prince William exposed the Queen's last will. The royal family was on edge as Prince William meticulously opened the Queen's will, with the royal household preparing for the startling revelations it held. Her final wishes transcended mere wealth or titles, they were fundamentally about the monarchy's future. What secrets had the Queen hidden all these years, and in what ways would her legacy alter the trajectory of the royal family? The answers now exposed challenge preconceived notions about the British monarchy. As the doors of Buckingham Palace closed, an atmosphere of anticipation enveloped the room. Prince William, who had long shouldered the weight of royal duty, now possessed the key to his grandmother's legacy. The will was not merely a legal document, it served as a blueprint for the monarchy's future across generations. Upon unfolding the pages, the initial words sent a shiver through the air, revealing not only the fate of royal estates but also a reconfiguration of power within the family. William had expected a conventional inheritance, yet he encountered a far more intricate reality. The will unveiled unexpected revelations, including deep-seated family secrets that would irrevocably alter public perceptions of the royal family. As he continued to read, the stakes escalated, and the weight of responsibility intensified with each line. The royal family, historically recognized for their composure and solidarity, found themselves in a vulnerable situation. The inheritance encompassed more than just financial assets or prestigious properties, it symbolized the significance of who would inherit what. For Prince William, this moment transcended family legacy. It was a significant juncture. Revealing the will suggested that certain royal members would receive more than anticipated, while others could be left with little to nothing. As the world awaited the emergence of details, speculation circulated regarding the implications for the royal lineage. With Prince William perusing the Queen's final wishes, it became evident that transformative changes were imminent, changes that few had anticipated. A remarkable revelation sent shockwaves through Buckingham Palace. The will stipulated that certain royal properties, traditionally expected to remain within the family, might instead be designated for the crown. Contrary to popular belief, Buckingham Palace was not under the Queen's personal jurisdiction but was classified as part of the Crown estate. This singular decision held the potential to upend royal customs that had endured for centuries. Prince William found himself grappling with the ramifications of this development on his future role as monarch and the responsibilities of his descendants. Beyond the properties, further revelations awaited. The Queen's financial legacy, long hidden, was now exposed. Her wealth stemmed not solely from royal duties but also from investments, art, and personal ventures. Her fortune was substantial, yet its distribution had remained cloaked in secrecy until this moment. As the will continued to unfold, it became apparent that certain family members would inherit private treasures, items imbued with sentimental significance that transcended their monetary value. These revelations not only astonished the family but also prompted inquiries regarding the impact of these treasures on their future. With each passing moment, it became increasingly clear that Prince William's role within the monarchy would be irrevocably altered following this reading. The stipulations of the inheritance would dictate the governance of the royal estates, the distribution of iconic jewelry, and the continuation of the Queen's legacy. During major moments, William recognized the significance of the choices that lay before him. The monarchy's future, for better or worse, had been irrevocably altered by the Queen's final proof. As Buckingham Palace quaked under the weight of these revelations, the world prepared for the impending transformations. Among the unexpected legacies left by the Queen was her renowned wealth, yet the will unveiled that the true treasures she bequeathed extended beyond royal properties and immense fortunes. Hidden within the document were artifacts of royal history, including art, heirlooms, and antiques that had been preserved through generations. One notable asset was Balmoral Castle, her retreat in the Scottish Highlands, which had long been regarded as the Queen's private haven. As Prince William continued to read, he came to understand that Balmoral would not be solely inherited by one royal family member but could be shared among several, a decision that sparked intrigue and stirred tensions within the royal household. The inheritance proved to be far more intricate than anyone had anticipated, forming a multifaceted legacy. The art collection represented an unforeseen aspect of the Queen's private collection, which featured works by illustrious artists such as Rembrandt and Vermeer. These artworks were not included in the Crown's royal collection, rather, they were private treasures accumulated over many years. The will specified particular family members designated to inherit these valuable pieces, with some selections proving to be quite surprising. Instead of merely transferring these artworks to the next monarch, the Queen appeared to have thoughtfully evaluated which family members would best uphold these cultural legacies. For Prince William, inheriting such invaluable works entailed not only a responsibility to the monarchy but also a profound emotional bond to the legacies of his grandmother and great-grandmother. A particularly striking moment occurred with the unveiling of the Queen's jewellery collection, which contained not just any jewels, but heirlooms of significant historical importance. The renowned Vladimir tiara, for instance, boasted a rich history and was cherished by royal enthusiasts. The question arose as to whether Prince William would inherit these jewels or if they would be passed on to his wife, Catherine. The situation was more intricate than anticipated. Some pieces were indeed to be entrusted to Camilla, who had already begun her journey as the future Queen consort, while other items deeply connected to the Queen's personal history would remain within the family, poised to be handed down to the next generation of royals. This strategic distribution exemplified a clear vision for the future of the monarchy, revealing not only personal treasures but also other assets that had previously remained concealed from public scrutiny. Queen Elizabeth's rare books, family manuscripts, and various heirlooms narrated the tale of her royal heritage. These items transcended mere physical possessions, they served as symbols of her profound connection to the monarchy's extensive history. Who will inherit the Queen's legacy? Speculation flourished regarding the division of these treasures, with some destined to remain within the royal vaults while others would be passed down to her children and grandchildren. The Queen had taken measures to ensure the preservation of her legacy, yet the question lingered, who would be entrusted with these invaluable historical documents? As the will was read, the significance of the inheritance became increasingly apparent. Queen Elizabeth bequeathed not only substantial wealth but also a meticulously curated collection of items imbued with immense cultural, historical, and emotional significance. These were not merely family heirlooms, they represented fragments of a monarchy that had withstood the test of time for over a millennium. Each item showcased narratives of tradition, power, and duty, placing the responsibility of carrying these legacies forward upon her heirs. While King Charles was set to inherit the crown, the distribution of the remaining assets raised questions about who would receive what. The reading of the will clarified that King Charles III was poised to inherit far more than just the crown itself, a development that had long been anticipated by the monarchy. The extent of the Queen's private wealth was largely unknown to the public, and the details of its distribution were unveiled in her will. It indicated that Charles would inherit not only royal properties such as Sandringham and Balmoral but also a range of private investments that had remained concealed from public scrutiny. With the crown now in his possession, Charles confronted the formidable challenge of managing these assets while ensuring the monarchy's stability. His reign would be influenced not only by his governance but also by his ability to navigate the considerable wealth and legacy bequeathed by his mother. However, the most unexpected revelations emerged regarding the inheritance of personal items that the Queen cherished. Her private jewellery collection, once regarded as a crown jewel, would not be confined solely to the direct line of succession. Certain pieces were designated for Prince William, while others were intended for his children, thereby ensuring that the Queen's legacy would endure through subsequent generations. This decision was both symbolic and pragmatic, facilitating the continuity of the monarchy while honoring the Queen's familial bonds. For King Charles, these decisions transcended mere financial considerations, they embodied a profound sense of responsibility. His role as monarch would be intricately linked to the personal legacy left by his mother. For Prince William, the inheritance of specific properties and jewels represented a remarkable moment in his ascent to the throne. As the future king, he now found himself at the forefront of a new generation of royals, with the will ensuring that the Queen's influence would persist in guiding him. William had already assumed considerable responsibilities within the royal family, but the burden of inheritance in these treasures elevated his obligations to a new dimension. He was tasked not only with guiding the monarchy into the future but also with safeguarding and overseeing the wealth and artifacts that had now come under his stewardship. His mission was unequivocal, to preserve the Queen's legacy while simultaneously modernizing the monarchy for the years ahead. The will also illuminated some unexpected choices concerning the Queen's cherished personal belongings, including her rare books and family antiques. These items formed part of the royal collection, yet the will delineated which family members would receive them. The matter extended beyond mere financial inheritance. It encompassed who would perpetuate the Queen's vision of a monarchy that esteemed history, culture, and tradition. As the reading concluded, Prince William recognized that his responsibilities as monarch would transcend the management of royal assets. They would also entail upholding the values that his grandmother had diligently instilled within the royal family. As the implications of the Queen's will settled, the royal family confronted an uncertain future. The specifics of the inheritance not only clarified who would receive what but also indicated how the monarchy might transform in the forthcoming decades. King Charles, Prince William, and the rest of the family now faced the intricate challenge of ensuring that the Queen's legacy was honored while also implementing the necessary adaptations to maintain the monarchy's relevance in an era characterized by rapid transformation. The Queen's final wish came with the dawn of a new chapter for the royal family, one that would be influenced by the decisions made following her demise. For a moment, one has to pause and think of why it was Prince William who read out the will. Could it be that the royal family is about passing on delicate information to us, or is it because of the prince's personality? However, stay tuned as we explore his life, maybe we might find a reason there. Prince William, the firstborn of King Charles III and Princess Diana, entered the world during the reign of his paternal grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. His formative education was conducted at esteemed institutions, including Wetherby School, Ludgrove School, and Eton College. It was at the University of St Andrews, where he earned a Master of Arts degree in geography, that he first encountered his future wife, Catherine Middleton. Following the completion of his academic pursuits, William engaged in extensive training at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, subsequently serving with the Blues and Royals. His commitment to public service continued as he graduated from the Royal Air Force College Cranwell in 2008, later joining the RAF Search and Rescue Force in early 2009. His dedication to aiding others culminated in a 2-year tenure as a full-time pilot with the East Anglian Air Ambulance beginning in July 2015. Beyond his military responsibilities, William undertakes various official duties and engagements on behalf of the monarchy. He is actively involved with numerous charitable and military organisations, such as the Tusk Trust, Centrepoint, The Passage, Wales Air Ambulance, and London's Air Ambulance Charity. Through the Royal Foundation, he prioritises initiatives related to mental health, conservation, homelessness, and the welfare of emergency services. Personnel. In a notable advancement towards environmental sustainability, William established the Earthshot Prize in 20120, a £50 million initiative designed to foster innovative solutions for global challenges over the forthcoming decade. Acknowledging his contributions and obligations, William was conferred the title of Duke of Cambridge shortly before his marriage to Catherine Middleton in April 2011. Following his father's accession to the throne on September 8, 2022, he also assumed the titles of Duke of Cornwall and Duke of Rothesay and was formally granted the title of Prince of Wales the following day. Let us take a moment to reflect on his accomplishments across various roles. As the Duke of Cambridge, on the day of his wedding in April 2011, William received the esteemed titles of Duke of Cambridge, Earl of Strathern, and Baron Carrickfergus. After their marriage, William and Catherine undertook a memorable tour of Canada that summer. Esteemed journalist Nicholas Witchell from BBC News lauded the Canadian tour as an unqualified success for the couple, emphasizing their enthusiastic engagement in diverse activities such as tree planting and street hockey. Their authentic warmth and considerate actions not only won the hearts of the Canadian populace but also enhanced their popularity and cultivated positive sentiments toward the monarchy in Canada. The couple continued their representative duties by serving the royal family during the 2012 Summer Olympics in London, where they attended various sporting events and engaged with athletes and spectators. In September 2013, William and Catherine embarked on an extensive tour to Singapore, Malaysia, Tuvalu, and the Solomon Islands to celebrate the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. In October of that year, William officiated his first investiture ceremony at Buckingham Palace, signifying a significant moment in his royal responsibilities. The following April, he and Catherine embarked on a royal tour of New Zealand and Australia, accompanied by their charming son George, who endeared them to audiences with his warmth and poise. In August, the couple, together with Prince Harry, solemnly represented the royal family during the First World War commemorations in Belgium, honoring the sacrifices of fallen soldiers. In December, they undertook a diplomatic mission to New York and Washington, D.C., where William delivered a compelling address at the World Bank denouncing the illegal wildlife trade and demonstrating their commitment to pressing global challenges. Their unwavering dedication to royal duties, coupled with their authentic compassion for others, has endeared William and Catherine to the public both domestically and internationally. During 2015 and 2016, Prince William conducted a series of official visits to several Asian nations, including Japan, China, Bhutan, and India. His trip to mainland China was particularly noteworthy as he became the first royal family member to visit in nearly 30 years, receiving accolades from the media for his adept and polished diplomatic skills. Despite encountering criticism regarding his work ethic from certain sectors, Prince William remained resolute in his commitment to his royal responsibilities, highlighting his dedication to fatherhood and his active role in air ambulance services. In 2017, Prince William and his spouse, Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, undertook a series of visits to France, Poland, Germany, and Belgium aimed at reinforcing the United Kingdom's relations with Europe in the aftermath of Brexit. The following year, in January 2018, the royal couple continued their diplomatic endeavors by visiting Sweden and Norway, thereby further enhancing ties with these nations. In June of that same year, Prince William's schedule included a significant tour of Jordan, Israel, and Palestine, reflecting his ongoing commitment to fostering peace and understanding in that region. In October 2019, the couple made a landmark visit to Pakistan, marking the first royal family visit in 13 years. This trip was widely regarded as a success as it not only strengthened diplomatic relations with Pakistan but also underscored their mutual interests in tackling climate change and promoting quality education. Prince William's extensive travel and diplomatic activities have significantly contributed to the advancement of international relations and the promotion of critical global issues. By November 2020, it was disclosed that Prince William had contracted COVID-19 in April but opted not to make this information public to avoid causing undue concern among the populace. Reports from the Daily Telegraph indicated that he experienced considerable illness and was isolated from his family during this period. Conversely, other accounts suggested that his condition was not severe and he remained engaged with his responsibilities. At the close of 2020, Prince William and Catherine undertook a tour across England, Scotland, and Wales via the British Royal Train to acknowledge and celebrate the extraordinary contributions of communities and charities during the difficult year. While Prime Minister Boris Johnson endorsed the tour, Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon criticised it in light of prevailing travel restrictions. In May 2021, Prince William and Catherine undertook a tour of Scotland as the Lord High Commissioner to the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland. Their first appearance at the G7 summit occurred in June 2021 in Cornwall. Subsequently, in March 2022, they visited Belize, the Bahamas, and Jamaica in celebration of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. This trip coincided with heightened public protests advocating for reparations related to slavery. During the unveiling of the National Windrush Monument in London, Prince William characterized the tour as an opportunity to reflect and denounce the racism experienced by the Windrush generation and other minority groups in Britain. In May 2022, he participated in the state opening of Parliament for the first time in his capacity as a Councillor of State, during which his father delivered the Queen's speech on behalf of Queen Elizabeth II. The passing of Queen Elizabeth II on September 8, 2022, led to the ascension of William's father as Charles III. Following this important moment, William was formally named the Prince of Wales by his father on September 9. This announcement ignited considerable public debate in Wales, with a variety of opinions expressed. By September 17, a petition advocating for the abolition of the title had amassed over 30,000 signatures, indicating the strong sentiment surrounding the matter. Conversely, YouGov survey indicated that 66% of respondents favored William receiving the title, while only 22% were opposed. On October 30, Senate LLYWYDD Lee Jones suggested that an investiture for William as Prince of Wales might not be constitutionally necessary, reflecting evolving perspectives in contemporary Wales. This view was supported by Kensington Palace, confirming that an investiture was not currently considered. As the British monarch's firstborn son, William inherited the Duchy of Cornwall, which afforded him considerable financial assets. Established in 1337 to secure a private income for the monarch's eldest son, the duchy is currently valued at around £760 million. This substantial wealth enhances William's prominence and influence within both the royal family and broader society. On September 27, 2022, the newly designated Prince and Princess of Wales, William and Catherine, commenced their first official visit to Wales. Their itinerary included visits to Anglesey and Swansea, where they received a warm reception from local residents. By November 2022, Prince William attended a session at the Senedd, engaging with the Welsh First Minister Mark Drakeford to address significant national issues. Their initial visit to Falmouth as the Duke and Duchess of Cornwall occurred in February 2023, during which they interacted with local inhabitants and explored the region's history and culture. Subsequently, in March 2023, Prince William undertook a solo mission to Poland, where he met with both Polish and British military personnel as well as Ukrainian refugees in resettlement centers. He also had the privilege of engaging in discussions with Polish President Andrzej Duda at the presidential palace, focusing on enhancing diplomatic relations between the two nations. In October 2023, both Prince William and Catherine publicly condemned the Hamas-led attack on Israel, reflecting their dedication to fostering peace and stability in the region. Following this, in February 2024, Prince William visited the British Red Cross headquarters, where he engaged with humanitarian aid workers assisting civilians impacted by the Israel-Gaza conflict. A significant statement was made, supported by the government of the United Kingdom, urging an immediate cessation of hostilities and promoting the delivery of humanitarian assistance to those affected. Later that month, Prince William faced the challenging choice to forego attending a Thanksgiving service for his godfather, Constantine II of Greece, citing an unspecified personal matter. However, he took the opportunity to visit the Western Marble Arch Synagogue, where he spoke on the alarming increase in anti-Semitism and the humanitarian challenges in the Middle East, reiterating his commitment to fostering tolerance and understanding across diverse communities. After this time, Prince William has undertaken several activities that may not be mentioned at the moment, but for now, we can examine the relationship between the Queen and her grandson. From this, we might understand why he was the one to read the will. The admirable relationship between Prince William and the Queen, as the heir to the throne, reflected Queen Elizabeth's keen awareness of the responsibilities involved in preparing Prince William for his future role as monarch. However, there were instances when it seemed she wished to express her frustration akin to a parent wanting to send unruly children away. According to E! News royal correspondent Melanie Bromley, the bond between Queen Elizabeth and William was notably strong. Given that William is destined to ascend the throne, Bromley elaborated that the Queen dedicated time to imparting the same royal teachings to William that she had previously shared with her son, King Charles III. Furthermore, the dynamic between the Queen and William was characterized by a greater degree of formality compared to her relationship with William's brother, Prince Harry. Bromley noted that once William and his wife, Kate Middleton, began to expand their family, the Queen felt less compelled to instill royal lessons in Harry, who is not in line to become king. In August 2009, The Express reported that Queen Elizabeth had started to more actively involve Prince William in royal duties. The outlet conducted an interview with royal author Juliet Reedon, who discussed the nature of the lessons being imparted by the Queen. Reedon noted that the Queen had been motivated to delegate much of her responsibilities to her son and grandson, particularly as she navigated her advancing age. She emphasized that Prince William had to significantly increase his involvement in royal duties, reflecting a generational shift in style and approach. The Queen appreciated the notion that each generation can adopt its own methods, suggesting that uniformity was unnecessary. This evolution in their relationship fostered a dynamic where the Queen and William interacted not only as family but also as mentor and mentee and, at times, as colleagues. British historian Robert Lacey remarked in a 2017 Vogue article that there was much for William to absorb in preparation for his future role as king. He recounted how the Queen began this educational process when William was still a teenager, often inviting him to Windsor Castle to review state documents together, thereby providing him with a foundational understanding of his constitutional responsibilities. Meanwhile, tensions arose between Prince William and Prince Harry, reportedly stemming from Harry's relationship with Meghan Markle. According to Cosmopolitan, the rift began during Christmas 2018 when Harry expressed concerns to William about the need for a warmer welcome for Markle during family gatherings. This discord has since escalated, leading to a significant deterioration in the relationship between the Prince and Princess of Wales and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who had previously collaborated closely on various charitable endeavours. The Sussexes began to distance themselves from the Prince and Princess of Wales, who are their siblings. It is acknowledged that there are both favourable and unfavourable days in their relationships. While some royal insiders suggested that Queen Elizabeth preferred to remain uninvolved in the affairs of her family members, others asserted that she played a significant role in the decision for the brothers to establish separate households and charitable endeavours. It is also worth noting that the Queen was a huge supporter of Prince William and his spouse. For instance, Prince William and Kate Middleton's relationship commenced during their college years, and the royal family recognised the necessity of safeguarding Middleton, particularly as she became more aware of her position within the royal framework. As one royal aide conveyed to author Katie Nicholl, who documented this in her book Kate, the Future Queen, those employed at the palace were introduced to Prince William's future wife early in their courtship. The aide recounted that William emphasised their obligation to care for her and her family, advising her on how to navigate media attention. They encouraged her to smile for photographers to ensure more favourable images and provided guidance on managing potential media crises. Queen Elizabeth was among the first to embrace Middleton as part of the royal family, extending an invitation to Balmoral after the couple had been together for 5 years. This invitation, which included the opportunity for Middleton to photograph the estate and its surroundings, marked a significant departure from royal tradition, illustrating the Queen's efforts to make Middleton feel welcomed and at ease. Royal author Andrew Morton shared insights with OK! Magazine regarding Queen Elizabeth II's deep satisfaction with Catherine Middleton, Prince William's wife. Morton suggested that to say the Queen was pleased would be an understatement, as her feelings ran much deeper. He pointed out that Queen Elizabeth was acutely aware of the challenges and missteps that had marred the royal family's history, particularly during the challenging relationship between her son, Prince Charles, and Princess Diana. In light of these past experiences, the Queen was determined to approach William and Catherine's relationship with a different mindset. Morton emphasized that Queen Elizabeth recognized the genuine love Catherine had for William, appreciating that she embraced him for who he truly was rather than for his royal title. This understanding prompted the Queen to invest significantly in their relationship, demonstrating a commitment to ensuring their union was strong and supportive. Morton noted that the Queen dedicated far more time and effort to nurturing the bond between William and Catherine than she had with Charles and Diana. This proactive approach reflected her resolve to avoid repeating the mistakes of the past and to foster a healthier, more stable family dynamic. Moreover, Morton highlighted that few occasions brought Queen Elizabeth as much joy as the wedding of Prince William and Catherine Middleton. He recalled how the Queen displayed a rare playful demeanour on her grandson's wedding day, a clear indication of her happiness and relief. On that day, she felt a renewed sense of security regarding the future of the royal family as she witnessed the union of two individuals who seemed genuinely committed to one another and to the institution they represented. This sense of optimism marked a significant moment for the Queen, reinforcing her hopes for a brighter future for the monarchy.